No recess. Why doesn't she just tear out his soul?
Recess was and will always be the best part of school. So, of course, the lads at Disney had a brilliant idea of making a show about recess and call it Recess. And let me tell you that it made one hell of a cartoon.
Heck no, we won't go!
Heck no, we won't go!
Before being obsessed with Ed, Edd, and Eddy, Recess was my favorite thing ever. That didn't change much, to be honest, because both cartoons are definitely S+ tier in my list.
It's a masterpiece of nature.
So today, I will be talking a little bit about why Recess is one of Disney's best shows ever. Disclaimer, I chose the wrong voice, so this will sound more like a documentary about animals, but it is definitely not that. Now back to the video. Well, let me start by saying that Recess had an amazing intro that was so catchy. The show was so relatable because it was really able to capture the best and the worst of what it was like to be a kid, in its own innocent way, of course. Recess revolves around a group of 6 friends that are trying to have the best adventures they can have in the amazing playground they had.
The one they call El Diablo.
Every character in this show is unique and incredible, whether they are the main characters or everyone else, which made the school playground feel like an entire world.
We gotta go see the king!
What the?
Even now, as an adult, I really love watching Recess, and it still has the same charm that it had when I used to watch it as a kid, and it really makes me miss the good days when everything was really simple and life was really full of sunshine and rainbows. I wish I could feel as happy as I did back then.
Some days I sit there in my office looking out at you kids on the playground and I think they don't know how good they've got it.
Now, as I always do, I will talk a bit about the characters. I won't be mentioning the voice actors because I mainly watched the show in Arabic, so we might have had a different experience when watching. Also, I love talking about characters because it allows me to make the videos a bit longer, especially since my script writing skills are absolutely terrible and my I voice is annoying, so I gotta make you all suffer like I do when I listen to this soulless robot talk while editing the videos.
Well, my duty here is done. Miss Grotke, boys and girls.
First, I'll talk about the main group that the cartoon involves around. We had TJ, the leader of the group with his iconic backward hat and freckles. He is really friendly, kind, and optimistic, and takes having fun seriously. While he is lazy and a bit dumb, he's a genius when it's time to pull off awesome schemes at recess. Also, even though he is not very athletic, he was able to pull off some wild stunts, like escaping detention through windows and rooftops. He cares deeply about every kid on the playground, even his enemies, which is why almost everyone likes him.
I got some favors I can call in. Heck, a lot of kids would do it for nothing.
Now we have Spinelli, who has a crush on TJ.
Puke City! Quick, somebody give me some mouthwash!
She is a tough tomboy who really hates her name because it's associated with the Ashleys. She's quick to resort to violence, but her friends usually hold her back.
Show yourself or die!
Despite her rough exterior, Spinelli is kind-hearted and always rooting for the underdog. She's also a really good artist, as seen in Spinelli's masterpiece. She has a complicated relationship with her parents, especially her mother's desire for her to be more girly. Because of this, she looks up to Miss Grotke as a mother figure.
This is me.
Then we have Gretchen, who is the genius of the gang. She's even smarter than some of the teachers. She's basically the mother of all nerds.
Every student shall enjoy 5 hours of science a day.
She's like the big sister of the group, especially to TJ and Gus. Though she's super smart, she can be sweet and a bit naive at times, believing in playground rumors like the rest of the kids. And while she's unathletic, she surprises everyone with her yo-yo skills.
Well, I mean, technically she is correct. Bob is dumb and he is a kid.
We also have the gentle giant, Mikey. Despite his large size, Mikey is the most sensitive, compassionate, and forgiving of the group.
Don't be frightened. You're safe now.
He's a poetic soul, known as the best poet in 4th grade, often coming up with poems on the spot.
A kid without recess is too horrible for words.
Some mistake him for a bully because of his height, but as TJ puts it, he wouldn't hurt a fly.
I kind of miss noticing the beauty all around me.
He's also got an incredible singing voice, something he initially only feels comfortable showing in private.
The trouble I've seen, no
And of course, he loves food way too much.
Mikey Blumberg and Curse the Worst? Eating a huge amount of huckleberry cobbler out of an industrial-sized pan? Nothing unusual about that.
There's also Vince, the star athlete of the school, and one of the most popular kids on the playground.
You don't want the V-Man to embarrass you by kicking your sorry canastas on the playground.
He's known for his incredible athleticism, often excelling in every sport he plays. However, Vince can be very competitive, which sometimes leads to clashes with his rival, Erwin, the school bully.
Man, that guy's good.
Unlike him, Vince is not only skilled but also respected for his sportsmanship and his ability to stand up to bullies, making him a leader in the playground.
Captain Dumbbell. That's what they should call me.
And finally, we have Gus. And no, I'm not talking about Gustavo Fring, the best Gus ever. I'm talking about the newest and nicest member of the Recess Gang.
I've been to 12 schools in 6 years, and nobody's ever been so nice to me before.
He is the most timid member of the group, often scared and shy in new situations. He really reminds me of myself.
I might as well face it. I'm nothing but a loser, a nobody, a kid with no name. Even my snake won't look me in the eye anymore.
He's also a bit naive and inexperienced, which sometimes leads to him unintentionally messing up the gang's plans.
I'm a new kid.
However, Gus makes up for it with his kind heart and his desire to get along with everyone.
I don't care about your mommy or anyone else.
Gus may be shy and a bit of a scaredy cat, but his bravery shines through when it really matters.
I am a somebody. I am Gus P. Griswold. You hear me?
Recess is filled with colorful side characters that make the playground feel like a whole world. There's Randall, the notorious snitch who follows Miss Finster around.
I don't rat you out. I defy you to tell me the last time I ratted you out.
The Ashleys are a group of rich, snobby girls who all share the same first name and rule their own little social kingdom.
Ashleys, we have no choice. We must make Spinelli into one of us.
King Bob is the self-proclaimed ruler of the playground, overseeing the order of recess.
As long as I'm king on this playground, we're gonna do things right.
And the kindergartners, a wild, unruly pack of kids that seem to live by their own tribal rules.
Yo, food! Me? Food? No, not me. Don't taste good.
And there are many more, so I'll only talk about 3 characters. We have Miss Finster, and no, I'm not talking about the cutest Finster around. I'm talking about the classic strict teacher that is feared by all the kids at 3rd Street School.
Randall, my trusted spy. A-.
She dreams of a school where children don't misbehave, and she's always accompanied by the snitch Randall. Together, they're the ultimate playground villains. Despite her tough exterior, she has moments of kindness, especially when interacting with the gang outside of school. There's also Principal Peter Prickly, who might be as strict as Miss Finster, but he's a bit nicer and cares more about the students. He is known for his iconic pink shirt, green tie, his wig, and amazing mustache.
Every adult you've ever known was a kid at some time in his life. You think we don't remember summer vacation?
Over time, he's reminded of why he became a teacher in the first place, to help kids, not for the perks of the job.
See, I didn't get into teaching for the promotions or the pension plans. I did it because I wanted to help you kids.
And finally, we have Miss Grotke, the 4th grade teacher we all wish we had in recess.
We really must run. Peace.
Did Miss Grotke have handcuffs?
Yeah, and a handkerchief too.
She's beloved by her students because, unlike most of the other adults at 3rd Street, she genuinely stands up for the kids, believes in them, and encourages them to think for themselves.
Well, gee, maybe someone else in the class has an idea?
Outside of the classroom, Miss Grotke has some unexpected hobbies, including magic and martial arts. The world of Recess wasn't just about the 6 friends, it was the entire school and playground that made the show feel like a world of its own. The school felt alive, with every corner and character playing a role in creating this amazing environment. The playground in particular was a kid's paradise. You had everything from King Bob's jungle gym throne to the Ashleys' private hideaway, to the unruly kindergartners running wild like a pack of mini barbarians.
Kids on the playground! The dumb kids should be freed!
It felt like its own society, with unspoken rules, hierarchies, and leaders. Each group of kids had their own territory, from the dodgeball court to the swing sets, and the school itself felt like a real place with its own unique charm. Watching Recess made as a kid made me so jealous of how cool the school was. I always dreamed about attending there for a day and having a blast in the playground. I fell in love with Recess after watching it for the first time, and I still love it.
For a lousy rat thing to eat, you don't play half bad.
It has that sweet style that I absolutely love. Cartoons back then were just so different and cool. Of course, there are some newer cartoons that I love, but nothing compared to the good old cartoons that I used to watch every day. If you never watched Recess before, then I definitely think that you should give it a try. And if you did watch, then I definitely recommend that you watch it again. To me, it still holds up and still has the same charm that it had when it first came out. Recess is one of Disney's best cartoons ever, and if you disagree, then you should leave a comment below of what you think Disney's best cartoon ever is.
So simple. It's brilliant!
Well, I really don't know what else to add. Maybe YouTube isn't for me, but I love talking about these cartoons and shows. I'll try to improve my content in the future. Maybe I'll do cartoon recaps instead.
Recess already? I must be having trouble with my inner clock.
So there you have it, my terrible explanation of how good Recess was. If you enjoyed watching, then I recommend watching this video where I talk about why I'm obsessed with Ed, Edd, and Eddy. Until next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.